Yeah, it's a bulldog. I just woke up. I feel like I am super duper heavy. My body's just like I feel like I'm like pinned down, or like I've got like, you ever see those weighted vests or whatever, or like weighted for working out or for whatever. I feel like there's like 100 pounds on my chest, like on my body, and I'm just like unable to move, which is not true. Right now I can power up, but just laying here in my old bed in this room where I used to live in for a while. It's like my body finally decided. Uh, it's like, hey, bud, you're safe. So I'm just gonna let all the I don't know if it's like something was like released, or it's like I feel like I could sleep for 2 days. Like I feel like I can just literally not move for 2 days, and I could. I know I could, because I feel like I've been injured. When I broke my leg, I stayed here and recovered. um, I feel very. I like how with these videos, I'm just like I was reflecting on that. I was watching some other YouTubers or whatever, and like they're all like super happy, and it's like a one video with like 140 million views, and there's just like this one guy. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna fill like the whole video had to do with the guy filling up his house with water, and he was just like super happy and like ecstatic, all this energy, and like his friends and the people were all acting too, but they were being silly and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, like how my videos are just like, man, I just feel like I got hit by a car. I feel like I'm so lovesick right now. I feel like throwing up. Can't move. Being a vampire is really great, but you know, it's like I want to come up with like good news, like, or like, but I'm just like, that's not how I feel. I do feel pretty badass though. Like, when I walk into a room with people, 90% of the time, I'm like, I feel like this may not be true. Clearly, this is how I'm thinking, but I'm just like, I've been through so much shit. I feel like I'm the biggest badass in the room, which doesn't mean anything when you're literally just, to me, I mean, it means something. It makes me proud. But like, it's clearly, just in my mind, and I'm just like, and like me just like instantly starting to like critique myself, just like, oh, you think you're a badass, whatever, while you drink your coffee, and everybody hates you because of what you are, which is not. All of that is clearly, it's a mental game, mental thing, and clearly, not everybody hates me, but may not like me for what I am, which is probably more accurate. I think it really does help being like really raw and negative and myself because for two reasons. It helps me, my body, like, my body feels pretty like torn to pieces, like inside and out. And it's been that way for a long time. Uh, and the second reason is that every vampire I've ever met, they look like they literally, like, it's like you want to ask them, like, are you okay? I remember the vampire who turned me into a vampire, and our very first date, I asked her, I was like, "Are you okay?" she's she's like, "No." She's like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, "You don't look okay." So yeah, yeah. But anyways, um, I'm probably gonna get up. It's I was gonna say it's still pretty early in the evening, and might just chill with my grandparents. Eat some snacks and drink some tea. My head feels like there's a lot of pressure, which, you know, so I don't really want to think about too much. And like the moment I think about women, my stomach, it starts to turn. Like it don't even matter. Even just like lately, like, which I've learned. I'm actually proud. I've learned to like think around certain topics of like people, like they may, like you may be reminded of people, but I'm like, like I refuse to directly think about people, and if I do, I'm like super duper careful because my stomach hurts and will feel like someone punched me in the stomach, and I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to improve my my health. My stomach's already starting to turn with me just saying that. Um, so am I super happy? Like I can be. I can't be happy and silly. Am I like that YouTuber who's extremely successful? No, not at all. But I'm glad to be myself. And the video series, even though it's about me, um, it's about the message. From day one, I think I'm on episode like 221 or something like that. From day one, episode one, the message was always the same. Spreading positive awareness, for it to be educational, for people to get to understand vampires, and my fight to explain that there are nice vampires, that there are people, vampires are people, and that nice vampires and people such as vampires can believe in God, pray to God, and not do some of the bad things that you would think. So spreading positive awareness of that, and that just naturally connected to the second part of the message, which was um, bridging communication, the act of bridging communication between different people, different cultures, different thinking, and that specifically building bridges between people, communication is critical. to build relations and relationships, which is extremely important to help people recover from different events in life. And just to help each other out. There are bigger things going on in life. And I know firsthand how miserable it is to not be understood and hated for things that you can't help, that you can't understand about. If you don't understand how your brain works, how you work, and you walk into a room somewhere and people say, "What the? Screw this guy." And you're just like, I'm not trying to. They're like, "I hate you." Like, but I'm really nice. They're like, you are doing all of these things and there's no good to you. And I'm just like, well, I don't understand why. It's because you have to bridge communications. You have to explain. A person doesn't understand you. And it don't matter to me, in my personal opinion, it don't matter how big you are, how pretty you look, or how smart you are. If you don't build those communication, you're in trouble. You can be very easily. So, but yeah. And plus, I wanted to, I'm kind of just reflecting, over the hundreds of videos I've made, 200. Um, the therapy and the development of myself and the good that comes from telling stories as an alpha to help other people and to explain things that are not so simple. And so it's been good. Doing good. Still in process. And hope to continue to grow the channel and grow myself and help grow the environment that I'm in, people, places, things that I'm involved with. Hope to get closer to God, pray more. So thank y'all for supporting me, and for those people who I know love me. I love them too. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get some food and just chill. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.